So here we have Archer, and for this week's update, it's an inside look at Archer on our field trips. We do these field trips regularly to help desensitize our puppies to every and any environment. Here you can see him playing with some kids at a local school to help desensitize him to playing with kids and appropriately doing so. This field trip was Archer at one of our local Tractor Supplies. Tractor Supply is a great place to take puppies as it is pet friendly. So Archer gets to go there, be greeted by strangers, and he loves doing that. So we're also working on leash walking when we're on field trips like this. You'll notice that I am letting him kind of venture off smelling things, as that's how they naturally desensitize to environments. But I'm also working on handler focus and proper leash walking skills. So whenever Archer looks at me, I'm using positive marker words like yes, good boy to assure him that I appreciate that focus, as handler focus is a very important part of training. It assures that he is actually cueing in with my body language, checking in with me, and that he is minding. So when he looks at me, again, using those positive marker words. I'm also still using the terminology for leash walking to kind of set him up for that best success. So when he goes out in front of me, I say, easy. I let him hit the end of the leash and I stop walking. Of course, like I said though, I am letting him naturally desensitize to the environment. So when I notice that he's being curious about something, I am letting him glance, and then I cue in that focus before we start walking with a this way command. This next clip is of Archer greeting a stranger. I did politely ask the stranger not to let him jump, but the stranger kind of did just let him do so. But for future, we are trying to set him up for the best success of not thinking that jumping is an acceptable behavior. And so when I go to praise Archer, I wait till his feet are on the floor and set him up for that best success of not praising the jumping behavior. Here he's kind of venturing around, checking out things. He was looking at a tire. You have to remember, dogs' sense of smell is much stronger than ours. So when he's sniffing things, he's kind of figuring out what is safe, what is not. And this helps desensitize him to understand that things in this environment are not going to harm him and make him much more comfortable and confident in these environments. Archer is doing really great with his desensitizing as well as his leash walking in public settings. As you see, he is very moderate to low energy, so he's not overwhelming in a store. He is definitely a puppy and still gets excited, which is really great. We want our puppies to enjoy being puppies and be excitable, but then again be ready to focus. So here we are checking out a part of Tractor Supply that had some chains and they made different noises, and so I was dropping them around Archer, making some excess noise to help set up types of experiences for him, to help make sure that down the road when he hears louder obnoxious noises or has things drop around him, it does not faze him as much. So trying to teach him while he's young that this is an appropriate thing and how to appropriately react and not be afraid. So I'm praising him, using positive marker words, and assuring him that it's okay. As you see here, he's really not fazed by it. He's definitely curious. He does back up as they are very obnoxious in sound, but setting him up for that success that it is okay and reassuring him. So the next time we go to this Tractor Supply and I do this, he is not going to be fazed by it one bit. Overall, Archer is doing a phenomenal job in training. He has his sit and down pat, and has also grown quite a bit with his kennel, and weight has been introduced to his stays as well as place. So he's doing a really great job. And lastly, here are just a few cute pictures of Archer from our car rides to and from field trips.